So I'll call meeting to order, and the first order of business are the minutes.
And I believe I read them.
Should
I
be
believe
on.
I did.
And how about you, Andrew?
Yeah.
Minutes, okay?
Yes.
Want a motion to approve the
No
minutes?
motion.
Thank you.
Second.
Any more discussion on those? All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. The bills are being passed around.
They're all right here. No, sorry guys, I did put them in front of you, but I didn't put that one because nobody told me what it was for.
What's this for?
So this one here is just the ARPA funds we're sending to,
Water department.
yeah.
It says.
Oh, what? So Danny wanted to unpost the road, so he would, when he gets here, I left it because he wanted to make sure it was okay with you guys if he took the posted signs down.
No, I
But-
actually just noticed it yesterday.
That was all that one was, but I'll wait, he should be here, so we'll see.
And any visitors? Okay.
Not that I know of, yeah.
So, well, Danny, we could skip to the clerks.
Well, I have some of his stuff anyway.
Okay.
So, Cecil Riley, who worked for the town of Enosburg for 19 years. Anyway, I don't know if you guys know Cecil.
No.
No.
Okay, so he's worked for the town of Enosburg. He was 16 years. Come up and do the summer, like Blaine used to do. Come up here and just be the fill-in. And we're just kind of running it by you guys, whether or not that's okay.
So he'll still work for Enosburg, or he's not?
He retired from Enosburg. He just wants
Oh,
something
okay.
part-time.
Oh, okay, okay.
So, you know what I mean, come up here and work for the summer, you know what I
Okay.
mean, part-time and whatnot. And he knows all the ropes, cause he's been through all of this and whatnot.
Has, you talked to Dave?
Danny's the one that brought me this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, they gave him an application and they brought it back to me, so they already know.
Okay. So do I have a motion to approve Cecil?
Danny wants him, right?
Yeah,
I make a motion to hire
okay.
Cecil.
I'll second it.
Okay, so the next thing is though, guys, we were at $16 an hour before. I'm not sure, we didn't tell him anything, but what do you think he should be paid?
Didn't we discuss that when we did our budget?
Not on the seasonal help, no.
What did Blaine?
Blaine was 16 because we went with that whole,
What are the guys at?
we have 20 on Sean, we got 22 something on Phil, and 24 something on Danny, so I was kind of looking at either, you know, maybe 17, 50, 18, somewhere, whatever.
Maybe 18, 750.
When we started, 17, 50, 18, I don't.
What did he make on Enosburg?
You can't
Oh,
ask
you
them
can't
that. That's against the rules
Oh, okay,
now.
okay.
And he didn't put anything down, so.
He didn't put down
I mean, we can put
requested.
that down for the next one, cause he's still gotta go through a drug testing and all that stuff where he can start, so do you wanna wait and,
Yeah, well,
or do you?
I say we'll ask Danny what he
Yeah.
thinks, and
Okay.
because it'll still be $2 under.
Yeah, nope, that's fine, cause I still gotta set him up with everything else before he can start, so, nope, that's good. Nope, that works for me, alright. So the other thing was Coral. I know we had discussed it the last meeting, but what questions, Andy, do you think we were supposed to ask them? Or just kinda hold?
Well, they made an offer of like $247,
Yeah,
and then
Just for the town garage?
yeah, I
the
guess
two doors were the two man doors at each end, but, so I guess my thing was, did they include the overhead garage doors, or is that something we
Well,
have to buy separate?
I don't know. Like you say, it was a
That's
very plain.
It was a basic,
Vague.
Yeah, very vague. Like you said, with 2 doors, 2 canopies.
it was 60 by 100 with
Yeah.
2 man doors and 2 canopies, and that's what we got.
I mean, two,
I would
Just the
assume
steel
like
frames, yeah.
just a
Doors
regular
for the
door,
truck.
2 regular doors and a
Yeah.
canopy over
But it
them.
didn't say anything
We
about
didn't have
the
anything about the overhead
doors.
doors.
No.
Okay, so I'll just ask some
Don't we want
basic
more than-
questions.
What I don't know. One of the questions I like to ask them is who is their contractor in Sedona? according to them, they have a contractor in St. Albans that'll erect the building for us.
Okay,
I called up SD Ireland, and
Oh,
they
yes.
don't do buildings, but they gave me a number to something R. Adams out of Milton, and they do the buildings. So I talked to him the other Friday, and he said, "Well, it's not up to me; it's up to my brother."
okay.
So I told him what we were looking for. Yeah. He said, "So I'll have my brother call you back." I called him on Thursday, and I haven't heard nothing. Then I called him back again last week, got the answering machine. I was looking on the internet, and they got Morton buildings. And I'd called them, and they called me back and said someone will get in touch with me. So I went on there again, and I found there's people in Castleton that sell them and erect them. I called them, got the answering machine, left a message.
That's what I mean, like, I'm wondering if we should just go with, you know what I mean, like.
Well, if those
we don't get-
guys, before we can really make a decision, who do you got that's going to put it up? Right? You got
Right,
someone
Right, and
reputable.
who's gonna
or-
come in here and do all the permitting and the
Well, the
groundwork
permit,
and the
and
cementing
we
and
would
the-
have to hire someone.
Yeah,
SD Ireland will
we
do.
thought was gonna do.
They would do all the. They do all the groundwork, and they'll do all the cement, and they'll engineer the cement. So they would do that part.
Right, so we just
But-
gotta have somebody that's gonna do all the permits.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah, okay.
Is that where like a engineer comes in or
yeah.
something like that?
But then that's why, like I was telling them other guys, I'd rather do business with someone here in the state of Vermont
Right,
and someone that'll do the whole job. Because even after we cement it and put the building up, then we're going to need electrician,
Right,
heat.
yeah. all
There's
of
still a
that.
number of things, And then what about the bank? We're
The bank had given us quotes on how much interest they would give us on each amount that we got or how many years we went. But when we did it on 600,000.
yeah. Well, we still may have to. We may have to use all our money plus.
Well, if we can get the portal to work, maybe ARPA will give us those funds, but
Yeah.
we'll worry about that.
So when you
after.
went back to 2 doors, what is that?
Those were the
Four?
main, those were
Yeah.
the main in just
Oh,
to
on
walk
the
in and
side.
out.
Yeah.
So you still haven't found anybody that will come in and oversee the whole thing.
No.
No,
Wait a minute. Found
Nobody
that
does that.
they were the
should start looking, Todd.
They were the first ones to give us a quote, because that's why it was so vague.
Yeah.
I told them, well, we need to know a number. We can't just,
Like Mike Jarvis said that he could work with was his
But-
name Tyler, the same one that did the Lost Nation culvert.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
That they share the same
office,
offices. And Tyler did that. He can oversee all of that. He does all the permitting and all of that stuff. And Mike can come up here and do all the plans.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
don't know if we talk to them again and they
Yeah.
would put all the bids out for us.
Yeah.
They would find somebody, you know what I mean? Tell them
Yeah.
we're in this,
Well, once you get the building up and stuff,
but I don't know what's the best way. to go.
That might be a
that was one
Way to
thing
go.
I did ask that
That's what
guy,
I mean, it
Adams,
costs a little more for the
about the
change, but-
building, and I said, well, we've only got that one bid. It seemed like quite a bit. So 6,000 square feet at. Oh, they're pretty close, he says. He didn't give me the numbers, but he better himself. Oh, they're pretty close. So
So I can call Mike Jarvis and he comes in here
yeah,
too, and just kind of talk a little bit
because
and say.
I think Coral's waiting for us now to come back and say, okay, your price, because I can't remember exactly what they said, but when we're getting to a point where we want to do business, then they'll
Yeah.
sit down with
They might respond
their
to us.
engineer and finalize. Because there was a couple things, like I asked them, well, instead of doing like
the
100 feet,
Yeah.
the 100 feet straight, go like 80 feet, and then you see like in Enosburg, Valancourts, how they have the office. It's a smaller part. Instead of being 80
You
foot
do that one
high, to
afterwards.
spend all that money
Smaller.
just so we can put tires upstairs. Because they said that rail's going to cost a lot of money.
Yeah, the mezzanine.
Yeah.
They called it upstairs.
And even the
if we
guy,
could wait and do that later, we could hire
well,
somebody
like Adam said,
later on.
you can do that where you put just an office at that height. you know, whatever, 8, 9, 10 feet high. And he said, well, it will save you some money. Because the mezzanine is very expensive to build for some
Yeah.
reason.
So that's what I mean, if we just do away with that, and then we could always add it, yeah.
So the mezzanine would be for storage and all?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all Montgomery did. They built a rail across and stuff. And then the stairway up there, and they keep tires and stuff. I said, well, we got plenty of storage space out
Yeah,
there.
we don't have to have,
All these old buildings.
Okay. That's good.
so that's what I mean, there's little things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But the main thing is, we need a number.
Yeah.
They wanna know when. It's,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and what we really need is somebody that can oversee
we
the
need
whole.
an engineer that's gonna come in
They
here
can
and
oversee
say,
the whole
yes,
damn thing.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe contact.
I will, Mike
Mike
Jarvis,
Jarvis
cause
and see.
it was Tyler, but I can't remember his last name, but,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, and
'Cause it'd
I thought
be
he did
kinda
really well with
nice.
that.
I don't
He
know how
was
to do it.
easy
You
to
don't know how
work
to do
with.
it.
No.
We need somebody that
The
knows.
It'd be nice if we had someone who could like
Yeah.
go on a computer
Yeah.
and make a picture.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what we need, you know, we want 4. And I think it's what, 14 foot?
We
I'd have
wanted
to-
16-foot doors.
No, but inside the ceiling was what, 14 foot, right?
No, it had to be bigger than that, cause they have to put their dumps up.
Yeah, it was
What
like-
was
I
it,
can't remember.
No, because Danny wanted to go, what's his name said, well, we've never been that high before.
I don't know.
That guy from Spate. So we'll have to look at
I don't know,
the-
yeah, I don't
that
know.
sheet.
Could be.
Well, I wasn't positive. I knew it was at least 14, but it might have been.
Yeah, whatever they need to put their dumps up so they can
Well, the
put
same.
the dumps up to work underneath them.
You know, we want to do, well, similar like Montgomery. And I think theirs was 14 foot.
Yeah, we'll have to, yeah.
Check.
Because that one company that sells those rounded ones, they would sell you one with up to a 20-foot ceiling on it. But then I called them, they said, we don't do bids. So what do you mean bids? You know, we want to buy a bill. Well, I'll talk to the boss, and if, you know, what they
Oh
never
yeah, go down
call.
there and say, this is what we want, and they'll just send it to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to find somebody to put it together, or they put it
Yeah,
together.
there's a guy, actually, I got a number for another guy here, I can't remember, Wolcott or somewhere, and that's what he does, is he'll erect the buildings for you.
But you gotta buy it.
Yeah.
Oh, I
So,
see.
if we ever get into that, you know, but how busy these guys, that's the thing, you know.
Okay, well, contact Mike
Yep,
Jarvis and see
we will,
what we
yeah.
go and see.
That's fine. So this bee pollinating thing, have you been,
I've been reading the notes.
okay,
Minutes.
so they decided, or you guys decided also to go over there on that property, around the septic site of the school. They will only do 1 acre. So this is where I'm at. How much is 1 acre if they use that back part for their haunted forest and Mark has always mowed it and it doesn't make it all the way to the back? What happens to that property back there? They want to start at the roadside and go up 1 acre. And I don't know how much land's there, do you guys?
I don't know for sure.
Okay.
I mean, it's,
I'm just saying, like, if it's not a full acre and they're only gonna plant half of it, who's gonna be responsible for mowing the other half, or are we gonna let it grow up?
What,
You know what I
what's
mean?
it
Now
look
it's-
like now?
Huh?
What does it look like
Mark
now?
hates it.
Mark hates it.
There's not much there, it's all ledge and stuff.
And so Mark was like, I don't mind not, cause we thought they were gonna do the whole thing and they will only do 1 acre.
And they want to start at the road, of course they do.
But I'm just thinking, maybe they should start at the
You
back.
can-
Back, work this way.
That's
they
what I
can-
should tell them, because who cares if it grows up around
That way
that?
we can still get in to do the rest of it. Somebody can trim rest, otherwise you gotta go through the road. I mean, if you come out the road, you gotta go through there. They should be in the back.
Right,
So
right,
that,
right.
Right, that's what I'm wondering. But if they plant in the back, they still can't get to their Halloween stuff. Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's in the way of the haunted forest, is it?
Who mows all of that goes to the haunted forest? Maybe I need to walk over there and look.
Maybe it goes back that far.
Yeah. I'm just saying it's gotta stay knocked down for them to get to the back to their haunted forest. Cause it's something they've done for years. I'll go over and take a look. We'll just leave it at that. I'll look.
But the bee stuff isn't gonna be in the way of the haunted forest, it's just. the rest
Well,
of the
they're gonna
property.
plant flowers.
Okay, but
So in October, they can pretty much just,
I think the butterflies are gone.
Yeah,
Not
the
the
bees.
bees.
yeah, okay. So let me just go over, I'll take a look. and we'll just kinda go from there, cause somebody will have to either mow it or it's gotta grow up what isn't that full acre, do you know what I'm saying?
Would it be worth it for Mark to go over there and mow part of it, or should just have somebody mow the
If he
lawn?
goes around that, it would be easier if they planted,
In the back.
like, it's just,
Yeah,
It's sad
the
either way
thing,
you
the
look
way
at
the
it.
thing is they got the septic in the middle, and there's barely enough room to get the mower around on the front side and around three sides of that. Then in the back, there's islands and ledge and rock, and I mean,
we could
There's hardly-
hire like Jack Chamberlain to go over
there's
there and brush
there's
off
hardly
the
anything over
top
there
part
to
if
begin
we
with.
had to for like, you know what I mean, but,
There's hardly anything over there
Yeah.
to begin with, but
Yeah.
you wouldn't have to hire a Del Day to go over and mow it with a mower.
Yeah.
what more? Oh, the roadside mower, perfect, we're good to go, never mind.
If we had to, you know what I mean?
No, that's what I mean, no, it's fine, because I'm
Because
just
it's
like.
not gonna be,
Yep.
it's not that big.
Okay, so I'll take a look, but yeah, all in all, they can go over with the roadside mower and just make sure it's mowed down in October for them to do their haunted forest. That's all you need, right?
What they plant comes back every year supposedly?
Every year, yeah,
They don't
they're-
have to, this is a,
They're planting, yeah, something that's gonna come back every year.
Do they put beehives there, or just
No,
for the bees?
no,
to
it's
come in?
supposed to so that
just
the
from-
bees, because they're becoming extinct,
Oh,
that they wanna
Pollinators.
just, yeah. And we have enough, like these guys have beehives
so
over
that-
here, over there, so we're
okay.
good. Okay, so the next thing I have is, which this was part of Danny's thing too, this is where I'm going with some of this.
Okay.
So, Vasa, we opened up the Collins Road to, four-wheeler trails, which means they can go down the Collins Road, go around and come out on Mineral Brook. That's a class 4 road, you know what I mean, that comes all the way around. Well, they have now, got permission to go from the end of the Collins Road to Stanley Road on 105 from the, or 108 from the state. So they can run that, but the only way to get to there is to go, down on, Mineral Brook for a lot of them, because our roads are all open. Take that trail, go around to Collins Road, and then get on 108 to go to Stanley Hill, because that's their only access to Franklin. But they want to do some work on that class 4 road, which means they have to put a bridge in. I talked to Anthony, and Anthony says he has no problem with them going in and putting a bridge on that road to go over the Mineral Brook. That
So
goes down
this-
through
Is
there.
this the Collins Road? Did you talk about, you have to put a little bridge in?
Yeah. So it comes around. So they want to put a bridge in, but they're going to do a little bit of ditching, and they're going to make that class 4 road passable for four-wheelers without it tearing them, you know what I mean? They're going to fix it up. But Anthony suggested that we get select board approval on that, even though it is, I mean, it is a Vasa trail now. But
from the Plymouth Bridge.
they're going to put in a bridge, and they're going to do some ditching, and they're going to
So-
clean that whole road up for us, which Vasa has to maintain from here on out
Anybody gonna
anyway.
come back and collar here that owns any of the land around it?
Is that,
It's only it's Collins that does own it, but it's still a class 4 road that belongs to the town of Berkshire. And the road was open when you guys did the whole thing, you
that-
opened that Collins Road all the way
So,
through.
Is that Collins Road? That's the same one that the guy was wanting us
Yes,
to keep plowing?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, he's
Remember,
like,
remember he,
see, I'm glad we kept plowing it.
because he talked about
Yep.
well, I can make you guys put a bridge in there, right? He was telling us that.
So that's why I said, so it's,
Okay.
yep, so.
This works in our
So
favor.
Vasa
Yeah.
is gonna do all the work and they take care of it.
is
They
it gonna be a
just,
big bridge? I mean, what, or just?
no, it's
probably
just
just big enough
enough
for
for
the
the
wheels.
Probably a
four-wheelers to
wooden,
get onto
yeah.
that trail.
Okay. So do
So,
I have a
I'd
motion?
like a motion that we allow Vasa to put a bridge on the Collins Road
I'll
for
second it, yeah.
four-wheelers.
Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? Okay.
all right, so the next thing I have is our local emergency plan that we adopt every year. It just means that, so nothing really changed. Vince is still select board chair, Tony's still the fire chief, Anthony's still the road commissioner, whatnot, but we do have to have a motion to
I'll make a
adopt it,
motion.
and nobody has to sign anything, cause
Okay,
it's,
I'll second it.
we
That's,
just,
we have set the
just
local
that it,
emergency
yeah, it
management
needs to
plan.
be approved, so I can write that
Any
in.
discussion? All those
Yeah.
in favor?
Aye.
Okay, So on the other hand, Phoenix House, liquor license, which you guys all know. So they have a first class, third class catering and an outside consumption permit. So we can just do them all in one and then you guys can sign all
Okay.
these pages.
So that means they could take their show on the road and go somewhere else.
Yeah,
The outside
so that's it.
consumption permit only means that they
Right.
can serve
On
drinks
that deck,
outside
right?
of their
Yeah.
deck.
On that deck.
That
ca-
whole take it to go is a state thing.
Okay, how about the catering? Does that mean they can
The
go somewhere?
catering means they can go to, you know what I mean, they could
Right.
come here, well, not
Yeah.
here because we're not allowed to.
trying to think where
They can come to
they've
my house.
catered a
Yeah.
few
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, they
Yep.
can come there.
Absolutely,
Or they
yep.
can wherever.
They've catered a few things around here. I can't remember now.
So I
What
make a
they
motion
were,
to give them their new liquor license.
I'll second
Second it.
Yeah.
All those in favor?
Alright, so we have to sign each one of these though, so I will start with this one and, yeah, on the approved side.
So we have more than one?
There's three, but that one doesn't have to be signed, so here, Todd, you can start with that one if you want. And this one is on the approved side there.
Right where this little sign tells me to.
Yes,
Yeah, the little sticker.
try to make it easy.
Sign here.
So Northwest Solid Waste, we don't have a representative because Miss Sharon Fergard has left. They were just looking for somebody. I'm not sure who that would be.
They were looking for somebody or should
Well,
we?
they want us to appoint somebody and I'm,
That might be something to reach out to the public
okay.
to say that we need to have
Okay.
a
I
representative.
will put it out on the website and,
Is there anybody,
whatnot.
other places we need to have volunteers?
Oops.
oh, there's lots of places we could have volunteers. ARPA funds, because I'll tell you what, I'm pulling my hair out right now. I thought we were all set, had everything get done, and for some reason, the portal had a glitch and Emily can't do anything, and I'll go and check it in a little while, but they have to email me. They gotta have an IT go into the system and fix what went wrong. I don't know. So,
They do or we do?
no,
They do?
they do, because it wasn't me this time, it was,
Yeah,
it wasn't me.
yeah, think, yeah.
But that's okay. We'll get it. We still have till the 30th, so I still have like 20 days to get this done.
19,
So we're
yeah.
good. Okay, so the next thing is they sent me the stuff for the deputy health officer, which because Vince took over, I figured we'll just do the town officer and the deputy health officer both in one and send it both to them. So Vince is, and I'm hoping he still wants to be, the health officer.
Well, last time you told us it's been easy this time.
Yeah. Only takes one to make it.
It's a big enough.
Yeah.
So like I said, you know
That
what I
hasn't
mean?
been too
It's, you know what I mean? Because, yeah, we'll just do both of them and I'll send it to to them guys both at the same
So we
time.
need to have a motion to
Yes.
appoint me as the health officer and.
Okay,
Me as the
okay, I'll make a
deputy.
motion that we appoint Vince as the health officer and Emily as the deputy health officer.
Thank you.
I'll second it.
Okay.
Unless there's somebody else that wants to.
Yeah,
No,
unless
Todd-
somebody
Todd
else,
don't-
but I just
Todd
figured
don't
this
want the
way,
job back.
you know what I mean? If you happen to be gone, at least I can
Yeah.
talk to
Oh, yeah,
people
yeah.
or whatnot, not that
And
I'm,
usually they contact Emily first a lot of times.
Yeah.
and then-
Yeah.
right, so that's what I figured, that this way I'm like, okay. So, select board chair, I know you're both, but I'll have you, yeah. And this one on the top, so,
You have to print.
I can do that afterwards if you don't want to, that's fine. But you have to sign the oath, and so do I, so we'll do that now. And that's your oath of office, which you've signed before, so.
So that means I got a new badge.
Absolutely, they send us a certificate, you know.
A new little book.
Oh, yeah, because there's been a lot of changes.
Yeah, I know,
so
it's getting a little more complicated
It
than
is.
it was.
Okay, so the next thing is because sometimes we don't have enough people for meetings, especially in the summer, that we're allowed to appoint, well, you could just do one, but I prefer to have 2 select board members to sign on behalf of the board. If you guys declare that now and we don't have a meeting or something happens, all it takes is 2 people to come up here and sign the warrants anytime during the year.
Oh, okay, so you don't
So
have
if we can choose 2 people that can come up here in case there's not a meeting, we don't have to wait for the next meeting to sign stuff.
Sign all the papers, yeah.
So, we need just 2 people that can do that.
I can do
Okay.
one of them.
And Vince is here often anyway.
right, yeah.
Yeah, so that's fine.
Okay.
And then I need approval of them 2 people.
Motion.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Okay, so,
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
so I'm just saying it makes it easy because if there was like, even if we showed up and there's not a quorum, and say you 2 showed up, you could sign them warrants and we don't have to worry about
Let
it
them
until the
next
next
time.
Or somebody could come in the next day and
Or
sign
yeah,
it.
or you guys could come in the next day if there happened to be.
Yeah.
So the next thing
That makes
is
sense.
every year we say which newspaper we're putting our things in, but we do both the Messenger and the Courier. The only ones around here, but we
Yeah.
do need a motion to say that's what we're gonna do.
I'll make a motion that we,
Okay,
Put it in both.
both papers, yeah.
yep, and the next thing is postings, but we don't have a whole lot here, so we always do the Jolly Store in the school.
Oh.
We used to do the Pine Cone in the summer instead of the school. We don't know if it's opening, so
I don't think so.
What's not open?
Don't we need 3?
the Pine Cone may not be
Oh,
opening.
yeah, so it's for sale.
Do we need 3? So you need to hear
No,
school.
just, well, here we always do,
I
but we
put
need
things
2
at
other.
the Phoenix House sometimes.
Yes, we do, yeah,
Okay, yeah, but so the Jolly Store is the one in East Berkshire, right?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Have a
No, I
motion.
don't think the, I'll make a motion that we use the Jolly Store and the school.
Yeah, yep.
I'll second, yeah.
Because what happens at the school in the summer is I can just put them on a sign outside or on their fence rail that, you know what I mean, so that it's still there for people to read, so we
Yeah.
just
Is
gotta
it-
do that in the summer.
But
Does it count if you put it on the board out here in the front?
Right,
Yeah.
But you have to have
Yeah.
it still in 2 other places.
because this is still the same place, so
Oh,
that's why we used to go with the Pine Cone in the summer,
Mm-hmm.
because the school was closed, but the school's actually opened a lot more because
Yeah.
they do,
Summer camp.
that after school program and all of
Yeah.
that stuff, and it runs most of the summer, so it
Yeah.
still works.
Good. That's good.
Yeah. So now for the ARPA funds, we wanna take the standard allowance, because that allows us less reporting, and we may be able to use these funds for, maybe paving, or a new garage, or things like that, and, which I'm still working on, but the standard allowance is what VLCT recommends that every town takes.
And that's how much, do we know how much that is?
For
like a weekly allowance?
$547,000,
Okay.
and that's what we put in for, already put in for, but,
Whoops. Put that wrong
Yeah.
in.
So that's the one time,
and you have to declare it by April 30th. If you don't, you don't get that choice again.
yeah.
So that's
And
just,
everybody recommends that you just do that.
is that just for this year, or is it?
Nope, that's
That's
for
both,
everything.
that's both combined, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because the reporting is basic, you just write up a write-up that says what
Where
you're
you
using it
spent it,
for
yeah.
without having to go through all the categories and stuff, but, and you can use it for more things than,
You still have to fill out the information, what
Oh,
you're
yeah.
spending on.
Oh,
all
yeah.
that stuff,
Yep.
all that paperwork.
yep. But that's okay, it does make it simpler, all in all,
So
How
you
much
already
did,
gave
uh,
Berkshire Waterworks some money.
yes. Well, it depends if you signed it.
How much did you give?
So that
give 'em?
Allegiance Trucks, is that a repair company or they drop off?
That's Clark's.
Clark's?
Clark's
Okay.
is now considered
Oh,
illegal.
I see that truck in there and then I just see this bill. When I drove by today, that truck was here.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I wanted to know who they were, because I hadn't seen them before. Or has it been on there, just haven't noticed?
Yes. Usually it's not that big.
Well, it's right at the top, and it's, yeah, and I just see the pickup.
So I did. The standard allowance is just, it's a motion for you guys to just say that's probably what.
Yeah, I'll make a motion.
I second it.
Any discussion?
No.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so the only thing I have left is to discuss either our, speed signs.
What do you want, does everyone know about Lori?
Oh,
What about Lori?
Lori, well, yeah,
Oh, not
you were
your
here,
Lori.
Lori Thompson.
Yeah.
So I hired Lori Thompson, Vashon Thompson, to come in. She was here today, very eager.
No, that's,
Luke Thompson that worked for Enosburg's.
Is that the bus driver?
Yes. Yep.
oh, she's giving up the bus driving, or she's still doing it?
She still is for now.
And then she's gonna learn the ropes and give it up?
Yep.
That's the game plan?
Yeah, that's the game plan.
Unless somebody offers more money and then we jump ship.
Well, you know what? It's
common
better
theme.
than nothing right now. It's better than nothing right now.
So she'll be here 2 days and.
Yeah, yeah. It'll make me feel better that if something goes.
So Bradley St. Pierre did something for us? Or is this, what's this?
Oh, jeez, yeah. Yeah, don't get me started with that one. I'll let Vince explain that when he's here. We'll wait till later.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, the only thing left to discuss is just the ARPA funds.
And Mrs. Hango had sent
Yes.
a thing, email to Emily asking about
Speed cart by the
cart.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
the Phoenix house.
Oh,
So I will
are we
contact
said,
the
can we
sheriff's-
use that ARPA money to just put up a pole and move it around?
Yes, maybe.
Because
I
we
don't
gotta
know.
rent it from them, we gotta go pick at the,
No, the sheriff department will bring
Set
it
it.
up and set it up themselves.
even though we don't pay them to patrol.
They were supposed to last year and it was too busy with things going on.
Cause I think, cause now Canada's open back up and I'm seeing the white and blue plates again.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some action going down Berkshire Center Road right straight through there.
Yeah.
Now, what happened to the ones that Enosburg had put up on the water tower? Where'd
They
they-
must-
They move around. No, they move them around. They're in the village. So they go in, I don't know where it is now, but it was in like in the
Yeah,
village.
if you buy extra anchors, you can move them around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, that might be something.
Because we could stick them
Yeah.
in other places. It's not like, because they speed coming from West
Like I said,
Enosburg
we
and
do have, we could use ARPA funds or we
Well,
have the highway supplement
hey,
fund.
slow
And another thing that Emily was going to bring up also is we've had again a request to do something about speeding by the school, which we
Like
talked
changing
about.
the speed limit over there to have another study done.
So we can put a school sign up, isn't there one? Put 35 on the school.
There is a school sign out there.
It used to be. Kids ain't supposed to be in the road.
You're nowhere near the road.
Yeah, they got them all fenced in now. They're just like cattle there. They are.
Cattle escape every so often. So
Okay, that's-
But they got a pretty good fence there.
Okay, so
3
let
o'clock
me
and
see
8
about
o'clock in
if
the
there is
morning.
a school sign
All
out
parents
there
are-
or to see, you know what I mean? I don't think the state charges to come out here and do a study anyway, like just say we've had plenty of, just to see what they say. We could do that, you know what I mean?
Here's Danny.
and maybe look at the ARPA funds for the
The sign?
sign.
Okay. Okay, so,
I've been waiting for
for
you.
this
Oh, I
one,
figured you
this
missed
one.
me.
Okay. ARPA,
Emily,
let me see if the state
actually
will do a
taking care of
study
most of your
on
business.
Oh, really? I could have stayed home.
Over
Yeah.
study by school. Okay. And then, like I said, on the other hand, we're still looking into if we take the standard allowance, like we may be able to use that more for paving or something like that, so
Can we have a
That's
list of things that we thought about?
I do. So I'll bring all of that up to the next meeting when we have a better idea, we'll be closer to that 30th mark.
You're later than me.
Because they
You're
said
later than
still,
me,
to-
that's-
like VLCT is still
Make me
saying
feel
to
so
look,
bad.
because you still don't know, 6 months down the road, they can still change and make things still, you know what I mean? easier or,
So, but they make changes, they aren't gonna make changes once we spent on money, something they said we could spend it on,
That's
no,
what they're-
once
that's
you,
what they're-
no, they can't change. If we are spending money on something, it goes under the rules that are already established.
Okay.
So if they change the rules, it doesn't matter if you've already spent it here, it's what you spend after they change.
Okay, that's what,
It-
because I don't wanna, we don't wanna start paying back stuff and projects
What
we
they'll
don't.
do is they won't, there'll be some.
You know how the
we're not using
government
it all, we're not using it all, so they'll broaden what you can use it for. And then-
Right, that's what I mean, that's what they're saying, so, we still don't have to be in a hurry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's, still try to kinda,
And we did help the local people.
yes, we did,
So that's good.
we did. So I'm good.
Do you have anything that for us, Ken?
One was Cecil.
We
Yeah,
did.
that-
Yeah.
Did it?
Oh, we had a question about that.
Yeah.
What?
What pay was he looking for? Well,
Yeah, that I don't, he never said.
okay,
We
And
were,
I don't know what it,
we
what-
were thinking 17, 50, 18.
yeah, that would work, $17, so I'll
We could
split it
start
down
it-
the middle,
We
17.
just started at
so if
17,
we go with
15.
1750, cause everybody's on a 90-day probation, but yet 90 days is the whole summer probation.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, but he'll probably help in the winter too, probably some if you needed it.
Oh, yeah.
No.
No?
He's
Wants
had
nothing.
all the driving.
No.
No, you don't want nothing to do with that.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
had all that.
Okay, so I'll put it down as 1750 for now then, okay.
Okay.
So just so you know though, is he still has to go through all the drug testing stuff. I'll get that set up though.
Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah.
I'll get it set up,
He still I know he still has a CDL, so,
yeah.
yeah, it'd be just a drug test. Yeah,
And
and
that's it.
do we keep him at 40 hours or do we?
Don't look at me.
Well, it's not like
Well,
you
if
work
he's-
much
if he's at
overtime
40
anyway in the
hours-
summer, do you? Or-
No, but it was just, I didn't know about
No. 'Cause
unemployment
he's
or.
seasonal.
Oh,
But
okay.
Well,
there was a
yes.
reason though, we,
thought there was-
Yes, yes,
No.
he has to be under that.
yeah,
So like 38 hours or,
Yeah, I think that's what it was last time.
38,
Okay.
37.
There's
yeah.
something to do with insurance. We had to.
The
Right,
insurance
yeah.
or something, yeah.
Yes.
which I think he's,
Comp, one of them.
I mean, he wants to work, but he don't want to work. So I think he's quite happy with that. You
So
know,
if you did 3 days a week or
3 days a week or 4 days a week and split it
8
half
hours
a day,
instead
yeah,
of
something
10,
like that.
Something like that, yeah.
We'll figure something. We'll make sure he doesn't get.
Let me look it up again because I did.
Isn't that's an average anyways, so, like, if you do have a lot of work to do, you can work them and just don't work them as much the next
Yeah.
week.
Yeah,
Cause,
so-
JP can them get away with the kids up there that
I
work.
mean, I think it's got to be. I'm not sure, but yeah, like if I made him work 40 hours one week, the next hour I can make him work 30 hours.
Yeah,
So split the difference.
Yeah,
yeah.
because if you got a lot of work to do, there's no need having them sitting at home when they could be helping you
Yeah.
guys.
Right. And if it's raining, well, we don't.
Yeah, and I think you'll be good at that. If it's raining, you just won't. I'll just
Yeah,
tell him.
like yeah.
Not unless we're having him sift or something. Depends on the weather.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so the second thing was that I guess I'm gonna, if it's up to you guys, but I'll probably
Posted
drop
roads,
them,
yep.
pull the posted signs this week.
Drop them?
Yeah.
Are they gotten that good? The
Well,
front-
ain't many people paying much attention to it anyway, but the back roads have stiffened up pretty
Yeah,
good.
they have.
They're not bad.
Better than Montgomery.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time the ones are breaking it on the blacktop anyway, but I think blacktop, I don't see it bleeding anymore, so. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, did you have to put a bunch of stone down or?
Not that much. I mean, we had places, we had some potholes, we filled them, we had some boils. We kind of buried, tried
So
to.
lucky a lot of the sap trucks are not running like they
Yes,
were.
that's what helped me a lot. Yeah, I mean, we had the, people still trying to get through.
So is there something we can do at the bridge on Skunk Hollow? Shave that down or something?
I keep trying to shave it down.
They said that it's getting to be a hump before it makes everything worse.
Yeah.
I haven't I drive by in October and see it, but I don't pay attention.
It's worse right now because of the frost in the ground. It will, the ground will start to drop, because the bridge doesn't move, and the ground around it does. We have been last year before, not dumping any gravel on the end of them. I've been just pushing the gravel back and forth and trying to shave it down, but it probably could be shaved down a little bit more, but the lawn in the old house that sits close to the place,
So it's not we built the road up. The road's always been that way.
yeah.
So for the guy that was talking to me made it sound like the road's been coming up.
No,
But
it's not really coming up. The problem was when the bridge was built, it
Should've been-
should have been picked up, but it wasn't. They tried. Same footprint. So
That house is practically in the road.
it is a
Yeah.
road. We own almost
But
4
the
feet.
one on the other side, I see they
In the
cut all
living
them
room?
hedges and everything down, so that house.
Does that
is
help?
right
Can
out
we
on the
sort
other
of
side the road.
shove the road that way, or
That house couldn't
Well,
even
you
sit.
could.
every
Yeah,
time you
everybody-
grade, just shuck it over?
Well,
Take
the-
10 years
I
to
think it's sold.
get it where it needs to
Yeah.
be.
All the
Yeah,
truck
they
traffic,
sold to some
they
local
keep
people,
bringing it
yeah.
closer to the house. You
To
know,
the
it used-
house close to the road, not the
Yeah,
other
it
one.
used to be a nice little slope down to the road. They used to mow it, and now it's up this high where they just, you can't stop them from crowding that corner, inside corner. You can't do it. Yeah, that is, we're trying to work on it, but the big thing is they know it's there, but they don't want to slow down. It's just pretty much typical, and then they hit it kind of fast. Cecil posted signs.
Yep. I brought the sign, remember? Told you I
So
would.
Cecil who?
Riley?
This one, Greensburg.
For a long
Yeah,
time.
he worked. He's a good guy, and
So
he
he
knows.
said, was he semi-retired, just looking for?
Well, it was one of these. He retired about 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and money's running short. So, trying to help
But
him.
it works part-time, you know what I mean? So he-
The thing is, he knows basically everything that we do. So.
So he's
And he's the only one filled out an application, so I think.
But we didn't put it out there either.
No, but
Worth a
But
try.
that's okay,
Yeah.
you know?
yeah, if it don't work out, it don't work out. I think that's
That's it.
That's it.
about what I had.
Now, do you buy your oil and stuff from Napa at the sale? Get a deal on it.
I don't know if we can close the meeting though. You're still looking at the bills, can we?
I don't know, I think you're good.
Why? I
Just
sign
keep
them
going.
sometimes when
Okay.
nobody's here.
Anybody else have anything else to bring to the board tonight?
Was there anything on the garage or?
Okay, yeah, we're gonna contact,
We're gonna talk to Mike Jarvis again about, the engineering along with Tyler from
Yeah.
East
So where we
Yeah, he
stand
did
with Ireland? That
But
Them two
they,
work out of the same office, we're just gonna kind of.
they don't do buildings only
Kinda
for
go
themselves,
somewhere,
but they give me, was
You
it
know what I mean? I think we just. need some-
RK or JK
I think it's best
Adams
bet.
out of Milton?
So,
I talked
yeah.
to him, and he
So
said,
we'll
well,
kinda
it's
go
up
that
to
way.
my brother, I'll have him give you a call back.
So we're dealing with small people that
No.
might want stuff, or they're big. And
No, they're they do a lot of work at UVM. They're a big contractor, but I haven't heard from them. I tried calling them. I got the answering machine. Who else did I call?
So nobody seems like nobody wants to
Well,
build
yeah.
this
Yeah,
building.
There's a company that does the Morton.
I know if we said, this is what we want,
Mark's
get up here and
building.
do it, they'd probably, you know what I mean? But
Mark's
no,
I don't know if they.
Put the
Who's
building
building
up, put the
the
building on, we're just
thing in
saying,
Sheldon?
I don't know.
That's the Abbey.
Someone
So I
said
think
I know it's for
Harrison
the
did
Abbey.
the cement
Someone
work,
said,
or whoever he had, and then somebody had to
St.
build it.
Ange is doing it.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, his crane and stuff was there. 'Cause I went there one day to
Oh,
see
yeah, I
it,
know. Yeah,
to
he
see
did.
if they had a sign. Usually they'll have a sign being
They-
built by.
So the
so-and-so.
one that
They did
they're
hire
building
screen.
at the Abbey is the Abbey's guys that are building.
Yeah.
that. My nephew and the contractor.
Well, they give you a blueprint.
Who's building the building for CDL down there in Sheldon?
I'll have to ask our guy there, Burrow,
They built it themselves.
Boom
Who's
Hoover.
I don't know where they're building it.
He's the new
I don't know
school
what you mean.
maintenance guy.
Well, they're putting that great.
He knows some guy, and he said, "Oh, they build all
No, it's
sorts
the
of them
Abbey.
there." in
Casinos, the
Toronto."
Abbey. That's the
Everybody I
distributor.
called
That's
these
my.
guys from
They're
Morton
doing-
Building. I called them.
that's CDL.
They called me
No,
back.
it's the Abbey.
We'll have a
The
distributor.
Abbey Group. My
there.
nephew
Get in
works
touch
for the
with
Abbey.
me.
That's who's doing the building for CDL.
They get in touch
No,
with me,
it's
and
the
I
Abbey.
see
The
them.
Abbey Group. It's
on
going to be a food
So I
distribution
called them,
center.
and all I keep getting is
The
answers.
casino in Sheldon.
they-
Nobody wants to build.
Yeah, they never call me back.
Well, unless
The
things
only
have changed,
one
but
we've had a bid
Yeah, the
with.
Abbey.
Brandon's building it with his boss
No.
and Bucky's.
But we'll need
Bucky
a
helps him.
more.
Could we try Georgia's building a new town garage? Wonder who's doing
Are
their
they?
garage?
Yeah, but that one's gonna be big.
Yeah, we don't have to copy it. We just have to get who's building it.
Yeah.
Okay. I can.
Montgomery's looks pretty good. I like the looks of Montgomery's town. Fairfields
Okay,
ain't bad
so-
either with the office stuff in the middle, but I think if you get the offices on the end, all the bays you can
I've
see.
said right along, I like Montgomery's
I
garage.
could try.
Montgomery's is good. You walk in, Fairfields is separate. It's
Yeah.
like you could have guys messing around, get hurt over here, and nobody on the other side would know.
I could call Jefford Steel again. They supposed to have engineers that'll engineer a building and do it, but there was another one, I called them,
Yeah.
I talked to the secretary, and no one's ever,
I used to
Nobody
know
called
Jeff.
me.
I used to know Jeff really well. He was married. His father was married to my mother, but
yeah.
they're gone now.
So
Well, I
contact
tried,
Mike.
he
Yeah,
probably
I
wanted,
will,
you
yes.
know, and, I haven't heard nothing from them.
Anything else? A motion to
I'll
close the
make a
meeting.
motion to close.
Second.
Second. All those in favor?
Bye.
Aye.
Thank you. See you in 2 weeks or sooner.
Ah, whoops, it's
I see
7:46. It's
you
not
guys are